Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm out here in the yard again. I went to the nursery. I was with my daughter and we were being pretty quick, so I didn't film it, but we picked up a few plants that I want to show you, and I need to find spots for them in my yard. Yes, I picked them up not knowing exactly where I want them. I kind of have an idea, but let me show you what I have. Okay, so I'm super excited about these Forsythia. I have been thinking about getting Forsythia for a long time, but they're super huge. I mean, the big ones can get like 7 or 8 feet. And in this area right here, excuse me, Pepper, I like to keep things a little bit lower so we can see the creek from in the house. I just don't want huge plants, anything that's going to block my view. And I found out that Proven Winners has these Forsythia that are called Sugar Baby. And the thing that's really nice about this show-off series of these Forsythia is that the blooms are all the way down at the base here. Like, they're just amazing. I'll put a picture in of this one. It's a smaller size, and as you can see, the blooms are just all the way down, and so this is just really a nice plant. And then as I was doing a little more research, I found out that they have like 3 in this series. So they have the regular show-off, which is super tall and like regular and wild, and someday I might want that in my yard in a different area where I'm going to take out some grass, and I'll show you in a minute. But here in this area I wanted something smaller, and then I found out that they had the show-off Starlet, I believe it's called, and I'll put a picture of that one. I think the height on that one gets about 4 to 5 feet maybe, and then this gets 2.5 feet by 3 feet. So I think they're going to be perfect. I love the spring blooms on them, and even the greenery in the summer is really nice too. And I just like how they have these different stalks, the leaves going all up. They're pretty cool, and I think they'll look really good in here. Another good thing about them is that they're drought tolerant, which is really nice for my area, and they can be shade tolerant too. So I'm going to put them somewhere in this kind of creekside bed, which once all these trees are leafed out, it's mostly shady. There are some spots that get more sun. Let me stand up here so you guys can see. So like, for instance, I'm thinking of maybe putting them down here, but I feel like that's maybe a little too steep. I don't know. So this gets actually quite a bit of sun just through here in the summer. You wouldn't think it would, but there is kind of a gap where the trees are up here, and so I think it will. But I think a better area might be, although they might be nice right here too. It might be a nice spot for both of them. But I kind of was thinking I want them right here or right here. And I think I might go with here. All these areas are so steep, but as you can see, as I've been looking out my window of the house, if they're planted here or here, I'll be able to see them. And maybe I can do one like right here and one there and just kind of offset them. And they grow to be 3 feet wide, so I can space them out where they're just kind of touching and they look like one larger bush, so it has a bigger impact. I could also kind of plant them down here. So this is a hibiscus, so it wouldn't be doing anything for a while, so I could kind of plant them here. So I have a lot of options, and I just have to sit and think through it and decide exactly what I want to do. But I'm super excited to have them, so let me scout it out a little bit longer and think about it, and then I'll come back and get this one planted. But let me show you what else I have to plant. So I planted some peonies the other day, or some peonies out front, and they're white with a yellow center. They're so beautiful, so check out that video if you haven't. But I also have this bowl of beauty that I need to figure out where I'm going to put. And there's lots of different places I could put it to, although I feel like there maybe isn't. So this one's kind of tricky for me. Let me show you where all my other peonies are. So in this pine bed right here, or rock bed, I've called it both things, but you can see my peonies are starting to come up. So I have one here and here, and then I have one here and here, and then I just planted another one here. So this is pretty much where they all are. And in the winter, it does leave kind of a big dead space. I'm trying to decide what summer perennial I want to put in here in between them all to just give me a little more interest. And I've kind of decided I want to maybe do mini boxwoods, something that's going to give me that evergreen interest. And if I back up, you can kind of see that it just needs, I don't know, it needs something. So I have some Gara up here. Oh, look. My geraniums are coming up. So exciting. Careful not to step on those. I could put it right here, and I think this might be a good spot for it. Just to mix things up, I could also put one here, which would be good, and it'd get plenty of sun, I think. I have some lupine right there, which bloom about the same time, and they are kind of a purple color. I think that would still be pretty next to each other, but it might kind of block those. I don't know. I'm torn on what to do. I could also plant it right here, but it might get too much shade. But this tree is getting taller, so I think it might be fine actually, because it'd get morning sun. And you know what? I have a blanket flower right here. It's kind of petering out, and it's not my favorite. So I honestly could plant it right there. And I think that would be a really nice spot for it. Maybe I will do that. I feel like this does need a little more interest. Has a lot of purple in here in the spring from a lot of these ground covers, but I do feel like it could use something else. So I could put it there too. I still have a lot of perennial cutback to do, and I'll probably get on that tomorrow, and maybe I'll film it, maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm kind of getting tired of filming. I just kind of want to come out here and just do one full day of work and not have to film it, but we'll see. I also wanted to say too that it has bloomed out a little bit because they've been in my garage for a couple days, but I tried to pick ones that didn't have these blooms come out yet because I wanted to be able to enjoy it. A lot of them have bloomed and were done blooming, but I made sure to pick some that still had some buds on it, so I'll be able to enjoy these for at least a couple weeks, hopefully. Okay, I got that all planted in. As you can see, it does glow in the sun there. I'm so excited to have it be fully bloomed. And when it gets, 2.5 feet tall right now, it's about 12 inches, so it'll get a little more than twice as tall. It'll be so pretty, and it's nice to have this area cleaned up. I cleaned it up. I like to kind of work in areas and clean it up as I go, especially in the spring. So this plant that I transplanted in the fall, it has some green growth underneath. I wasn't sure if it was going to make it. It was a little bit sad, but it's a hardy plant, so I kind of figured it would. That'll give me a lot of nice fall interest because it's a bright purple. So I've got the spring interest, I've got some fall with the alliums and this plant here. Summer interest with the yarrow. Not my favorite plant. I might switch it out, but I'm going to keep it for now. It just starts to look dead and dry here, and it is kind of dead and dry here in Utah, so I don't really love it, but I'm loving that pop for spring. That's going to be so beautiful. It makes me want to get a few more and plant some other places in my yard just to kind of bring out that accent, and I'll be excited to be able to cut off that through the years and bring some inside in the spring, so super fun. Okay, let's go plant the peony. I think I've decided to put it here. I think it'll get plenty of sun, I hope. I think in the afternoon it'll definitely get hit from This side here, the morning sun will come here. I think it's just far away enough from the tree, underneath the tree, that it'll be fine. So I'm gonna move that down here because it's a low plant and my sprinkler's right there, and that way it won't interfere too much. And then I'll put it right there and hopefully that will look good. And then I'll clean up this row and get that done. So I'm gonna hurry and do that. I'm running out of daylight. Mint or hyssop. Crack the branches. Don't pull because you might pull roots out. Just crack the branches back. I could spend time trimming these, but that would take forever. But it's so nice and satisfying. Let's do this. Smells good. Okay, that feels so much better to have that area cleaned up. This is my pin cushioned flower right here. This is my delphinium coming up. I love that plant so much. I want to plant a couple more there. And then my Winston Churchill daffodils are coming up. And then what I cut back was one of my favorite perennials. This is the luminary opalescence phlox. You can see it coming up there. Let's see if I can find it here somewhere. Let's see. Where are you? Oh, there he is. See? Coming up right here. So excited. This is their third year, I think. So I'm happy. I feel like they should get a little bit bigger. And then these are some cone flowers here. They're like nougat or something like that. Really pretty. And then my hummingbird mint, I cut back more daffodils. And then I planted the peony right here. There it is. Watered it in, and that should be fun right there. So I moved the blanket flower. I remembered there's a hosta here. When I went to dig, I was like, oh, do not want to get that hosta. In fact, I want to put like a grouping of 3 hostas right here. And then, so I put the blanket flower down here. And if it doesn't survive, I won't be too sad, but I wanted to try because it is pretty, and I think it will be pretty in these rocks. And I feel like it was kind of suffocating in that weed cloth. I think it'll be much happier here. And these lupine were getting strangled by it, so I'm sure they feel free. And eventually I do want to take it off this tree because this, is it a blanket? Blanket juniper will grow eventually, hopefully, all around here, which I will love. So excited about that. All my other blanket flowers have petered out, so we'll see how that one does. And then I cleaned up around my allium, serendipity allium. So I'm hoping that will be a good spot for it. I think it will get quite a bit of sun, so I think it will be pretty happy here. And maybe I'll eventually have 2 here. We'll see. Any places I can sneak in some peonies, I will. But I'm glad we got done with this, and we got done planting those. What are they called? My brain is so tired. I've been out here for like 7 hours. Forsythia. It's glowing just a little bit, so love that. I have so much more growing room in there. I'm really excited to kind of fill that in, hopefully in a good way that makes sense. So I'm gonna send you out with my crocus flowers because they're so beautiful. I'll give you an up close video of them, and I'm not sure they'll make it in my next garden tour. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.